You will see my name on Facebook says Guinevere. Nobody calls me that. Only my mother on rare occasions, so just call me Gwen. So much easier. I like to always say, like, I know when it's my turn at the doctor's office because they come out with the sheet and they're like, and I'm like, it's me. It's just me. I'm ready. So call me Gwen.
Try having my name.
I know.
That's even worse.
Yes, exactly. You're like, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
I'll just stand up and go. This is my 7th year in network marketing. I knew absolutely nothing about network marketing. I accidentally stumbled into it and I fell in love like in the first month. And I just started teaching people about the awesomeness of network marketing. And that's what I'm going to talk about today is kind of like the basics of network marketing, how you start, what it actually means to be in network marketing, and what that looks like. So that's me.
Yay.
I'm in New Hampshire, by the way.
We can't wait to hear everything. Yeah. So we'll let you take it away, and then if there's questions, we'll kind of interject as they kind of come up.
Yeah, let me know, because I can't see chat.
Yeah, that's okay. I got it.
Okay, cool. So a little bit about of network marketing. You're going to see like lots of terms thrown around on the internet. If you're not familiar with network marketing at all and you've never done it before, you'll see MLM, you'll see network marketing. Sometimes they'll call it direct sales, although there's like a little bit of difference between direct sales and network marketing. But basically, network marketing is a relationship business. And it's a relationship business that's built on trust. And that's you building trust with other people. So that happens by having relationships and connections and community, right? Because the thing about network marketing is that people buy you, they don't actually buy your product. They're watching you, first of all, use it, love it, talk about it, rave about it, and usually what happens is there's people either like me who see someone doing something and I'm automatically like, yep, just tell me where to sign up, just tell me how to log in, I will buy it right now, I am ready, like I don't need any more. And then there's people who will watch you for 3 years just to make sure that you're really sticking with this, that it's not just like this new next fad type of thing. And then they're like, oh, hey Gwen, I've been watching you for 3 years, and you're like, you've never liked or commented or talked to me about any of this, and okay, but you're ready. Like they've been watching you for 3 years because they wanted to make sure that this was actually real for you. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a ton of network marketing companies. And I mean, you've got nails, you've got leggings, you've got, you name it, and it can be sold in a network marketing model, and it probably is. So people will think, well, I'm just going to jump into this because it will be easy money. It'll be a little side hustle and I'll just make some extra money. Like that's the usual jump in that people do for network marketing. But what we have with Oola is very, very different from other network marketing companies. There's different companies that have like multiple products. So like a health and wellness company will have oils and they'll have lotions and, you know, all the things to be healthy and well. There are companies like, if you've heard of Biomat, it's like a amethyst infrared heat mat that you can put on or you can wear or lay on, and it helps you with your overall wellness. Now they have one product, but they have the product in different sizes, and like they have a pillow and they have a long one. Okay, so there's companies that have one product but multiple types of it. At Oola, we literally have one thing. We have one thing, and that's the best thing about this network marketing opportunity is that people, number one, get nervous with network marketing that if they join, that you're going to be like, oh, well, you got the oil, so now here's the lotion. Oh, and if you have the lotion, now you need to buy this. And they're afraid, because they've made it up in their mind, that you're going to just try and keep selling them stuff. Obviously, if you're here and your intent is to join Oola as an ambassador, you know that that's not the way that you're going to work, right? We're selling a lifestyle change. It is one thing. And that is the beauty of having network marketing in Oola. I wanted to share a couple of statistics about small businesses because when you do start a network marketing business, you technically are considered a small business. Some people go on to make an LLC and have an actual name and a business. I don't know what they're called. They're called EINs, but I don't know what they're called in other countries. It's like a tax ID number for your business, right? So you solidify it as a small business. But in the United States, the average amount that it costs to start a small business is about $65,000. Now that's like very minimal, probably on the lower end. If you look at like starting a franchise, you're looking at least $150,000, and that's just to have the franchise. And then you need the storefront, and you need the marketing, and you need to fill your storefront with things to hold your products, right? So, I mean, think about the amount of money that it costs to actually start a business. How much does it cost to start a network marketing business? Oola. What are you looking at? $77 enrollment, $47 a month for your membership, and a $50 one-time a year fee. That's insanity. You just started a business. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
50% of small businesses fail within the first 12 months. I'm not talking network marketing, I'm talking like physical businesses. So you spent a cool $150,000, or let's just even say you spent the minimum. You spent $65,000 US dollars. And in 12 months, 50% of the businesses fail. Awesome. You threw away $65,000. It doesn't feel very good. And then in 5 years, 80% of the businesses fail. So 80% of businesses fail in 5 years, and you've just spent so much time and so much money and so much of your livelihood growing this business. And that's what I love about network marketing, is that I'll tell you, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, right? Because your skin in the game is like this. If you put $65,000 down on the table, your skin in the game is like this. But if you're spending $127 to start a business, your skin in the game is not as much. So it's a business where a lot of people don't finish what they start. And we'll talk about that a little bit too. But one of the statistics that floats around about network marketing is that 97% of network marketers don't make any money. And I want to talk about that because this is something that gets thrown back and forth at people in network marketing all the time. Well, why would I start a business in network marketing if 97% of people don't make any money? But here's what happens. I don't know if you have like a Costco or a BJ's or like one of those big bulk stores around you, right? So you go in and you get a membership card, which is probably like $50. And because you have the membership card, you get to shop at their wholesale cost. So you save, let's just say 25%, because now you have a card and you're a card member and you get the discount. If anyone else goes in there and they don't have the card, they don't get to shop the discount. So what would happen a lot of times in network marketing is that you would join a network marketing business as a distributor to get distributor cost, but you have no intention of doing a business. So maybe you order monthly, maybe you don't, doesn't matter, because you're getting the discount. And you never share that business with anybody else. You never refer anyone in, you don't start a business at all with it, you just join to get the discount. Well, those people are still counted in that 97% of people who never make any money. Well, so of course that person didn't make any money. Their intent was not to make any money. They joined just for the discount, but because they were a distributor, they're counted in that number. So, my point with that is everything is surface level. You got to kind of dig sometimes. There's a lot of stuff out there about network marketing that isn't true. There's a lot of exaggerations and mistruths and stuff like that. But I think now that the Federal Trade Commission has kind of put their foot down in the past year, that says companies have to actually disclose you are joining as a business member and you intend to do this as a business, or you're joining as a customer and you just intend to consume the product. And you have to select, you are check that this is what I'm doing. And so it's not really like that anymore. It's changing. And it's just the way that it is too in Oola. So when you join, it's you either join as a member or you join as an ambassador, and you know what you're doing, right? And with that, what else I love about network marketing is that we all have the same potential to succeed. You don't need any kind of certain education. You don't have to have any prerequisites to come into network marketing. You just step in and decide that you want to promote Oola, right? And what happens a lot of times is that we get afraid to share who we are and what we're doing because we're afraid of what other people will think. And so that's often the thing that holds people back in network marketing is they don't show up because they're afraid of what people will say about them or what other people will think about them. So the biggest thing in network marketing is mindset. It's all up here. It's all just deciding that you are, number one, loving the product that you're using, number two, excited to bring it to other people, and number three, you don't care what other people think because you're helping other people and also creating an opportunity for yourself. So if that's like the one thing that you can take away is the one thing that you work on when you join network marketing is mindset. It's all mindset. And it's a journey, right? When you say that, like it's over time. You can't just be like, I have a good mindset now forever. Like it takes time to figure that out. I mean, I want to say that. Like I would love to walk in the door and be like, I've opened the door and now my mindset is fantastic. But we learn all these things along the way. We're told all these things, and what other people say gets into our head, and we just have to create this filter of I do not care. Not that I do not care, but it's like I'm not going to let that affect how I show up, right? So the only reason why people fail in network marketing is that they either hold themselves back or they quit. That's it. So let's talk a little bit about how network marketing works. If you've never done network marketing before, it's simple, not always easy, simple. So network marketing works by duplication and by system. And by duplication, all I mean is like if you're an ambassador and you help a member get started, well, how did you do that? You probably are going to send them the product video that we already have that's recorded, right? They show interest, you send them the video, and they say, you say, I'm going to follow up with you on Tuesday to see what you thought. You follow up with them on Tuesday, they say they want to join, you enroll them. That was a system, right? That can be duplicated by every single person who joins you. If you enroll another ambassador into Oola, they can duplicate that same system because it's easy. And the cool thing about systems is a system is just something that everyone knows, everyone does it, and it works. And that's it. That's literally all you have to teach over and over and over again. That's how you help your people help other people change their lives. So duplication and systems, that's it. Now I say that, it's like simple, but again, if we come back to like mindset, it's up here, it's all in our head. So what happens with people in network marketing is that the bad hype or the bad conversations about network marketing happen because of hype. People say, oh my God, this is so easy. You should do it because it's easy. I make so much money. Here's my Lamborghini that I bought last week. Oh, look at the picture of my paycheck. It's $50,000. So easy. Like, there's just this hype and over exaggeration, which is unnecessary. And like one of my biggest passions is getting people just to stop doing that. Like, let's just be real. Let's just talk about the opportunity that's in front of us. That is just this world-changing opportunity. And then let's show people what we're doing, and we don't have to over-exaggerate it. The people who know us and love us and trust us because we continue to show up with Oola and living Oola will want to join because of that. They're not going to want to join because you shared your $50,000 paycheck. I mean, they might, but how easy would it be for them to get where you were? They don't know any of the things that you did to get there, right? So that's one of the things that is like super on my heart about network marketing. So we don't need to over exaggerate or hype it up. It's beautiful the way that it is and the opportunity that we have to share. Sorry. So we have the best entrepreneurship opportunity in the world. I mean, I believe we do at Oola, but I mean network marketing in general also, right? Low cost to start, You don't have to have any prerequisites. You can just jump right in. All you have to do is love yourself, love the product, and share what you're doing. And then the income opportunity, what comes with that, by helping other people do the exact same thing, is literally the best entrepreneurship opportunity in the world. You will start to see, I think, and we're already starting to see it, more and more people jump into these opportunities because, number one, look at the state of the world and what's happening. You know, people have lost their jobs. People have realized that they love working from home more than they like going into the office, and they're like, holy crap, what can I do? Like, what can I do from home? People need community, which is here in network marketing in general, but look at Oola as a community. Like, that is beautiful. All we're doing is we're meeting needs of people every single day. I mean, Oola has the 3 international best-selling books. We have the coaching that's working, like all those testimonials that we have from people, and we have a framework that works. And we get to focus on people winning and achieving goals and realizing their dreams and things that they probably haven't started because they just haven't. Like, if I can give you an example, all you're doing is sharing your Oola story. And so if you're not clear on what your Oola story is, just start thinking about where you were before that you didn't like. Where were you when you found Oola? What has Oola taught you about living differently? And where you are now, what's changed? And what are you loving? And the thing about your Oola story is that it doesn't have to be, I dropped 50 pounds in 30 days. It doesn't have to be, I paid off this much debt. It simply can be something like this, and this is mine. I've wanted to get up every single morning and go to the gym in the morning and be done with my workout in the morning, and that's it. I've wanted to do that for years and never have until I started Oola, and I could put that in my tracker, and I knew that I would wake up in the morning and I got to check the box, right? Click it off when I went to the gym. And so every day, except for some Sundays, I get up and I do that. And it's like, it's so simple, but that's completely changing the way that I live my entire life by doing that. So it doesn't have to be big, it just has to be small, quick wins that you're having. Even just mindset changes or realizations are an Oola win. Breakthroughs on fear or laziness or self-sabotage or guilt, those are Oola wins too. So that's part of your Oola story. If you can get super duper clear on that, that's all you need to share. Like, keep sharing that, keep showing up. It's amazing. So what you focus on wins. By focusing on what you want, by focusing on the change in your life and focusing on helping other people, you automatically filter out the rest. It's like this cool filter. You didn't build it. It's not like physically there, but by focusing on those things, it pulls everything else out. So all you have to do is focus on what you want. We think bigger because we're stopping living inside of our comfort zone, right? We're like taking that step out. I'm like, okay, maybe I will set my alarm clock for 6:30 and see how that feels to go to the gym in the morning. Stepping outside of that comfort zone. And we're stronger because we're better together. We have this community, and we don't apologize for what we're doing. Why would we apologize for something that's changing our entire life? And also you can see all the other people, this trickle effect that it's having, that pond ripple effect, right? Like you throw the rock in there and then you see all the other people affected by that. We don't apologize for that. That's amazing. You just have to own it. And I think the biggest secret to building a network marketing business is working with great people. And that's all the people that we have here. It's all the people at Oola. If you've watched any of Gina or Travis or listened to the Oola guys, obviously, like, look at the people who started this business. The reason why we went network marketing was to hit more people. It's just a numbers game and be able to help more people around the world. And so that's why you're here. It's a beautiful opportunity. And I think just being very selective about who you work with and who you want in your life is going to lead you to having a really great team and a really successful network marketing company. Does that make sense? Were there any questions while I blabbed for like...
No, I really liked what you said there, that ever since I turned 40, I have this like, I don't know, I don't know who else is 40 here, but like when you turn 40, the give a F gene in your body goes. Like you don't give an F about anything anymore. And I always tell my friends this, that I have this like nucleus of people that I care for, that are in this nucleus. And when there's people that aren't in that nucleus, like they don't bother me, right? It's the people in the nucleus that I really care about and I really want to be attached to. And then there's people outside of the nucleus that I really don't care about them, right? Like they can come and go whatever they want, but this nucleus is what keeps me going and keeps me tight. And that's what I focus on is that nucleus, right? Yeah. So that's kind of like what you're saying. And I know with Oola, we're trying to affect the world. But we're bringing more people into that nucleus. Wow, 45, 47, 46, we've got in here.
Yeah, it's true. Like, it's kind of like having kids, right? Like you, up until you have kids, you do care about like people seeing your body. And then after you have kids, you're like, I don't care. I have children. Like, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of like that. It's like, you realize, like if you look at the marble analogy, how they talk about how he takes the marble out and puts it here, and then he's got a cup of like, these are the marbles I've already lived, and then these are the marbles that I have left, like if I live the average age. You're like, oh shoot, there's not very many marbles left. Like what am I going to do with those marbles? Like how am I going to live my life? And you're like, I don't care about what anybody else says, because this is what I have left, and here's what I want to like do to make an impact. Yeah.
I guess one question that does come up is for people who didn't have a big like network prior to, so from like, Young Living or anything like that, how do you suggest that they start off with Oola and this opportunity, right? Like, how do you build a team when you're coming from ground zero?
Yeah. I think this is a really awesome question, because that's one of the things that people will say to you, like, I could never do network marketing because I don't have a lot of friends. Like, I will just tell you that I left high school with like 5 friends. Okay? I could count them on my hand. Super introvert. I didn't like talking to people. Like up until I was like 17, I think I made my sister ask where the bathroom was for me. So it's not like Mrs. Outgoing, okay? But something happens when you figure out what you're put on this earth to do. And I think that if you don't know that yet, you will figure that out just by going through the Oola framework. And you kind of like figure out your purpose. Everybody talks about figuring out your purpose, but you really do. Like you figure out who you are and what you're supposed to do. And it is just consistently showing up, being unapologetic about showing up, sharing your Oola story. It is that, because, like I started my Young Living business with nobody. My sister wouldn't even join me. She's like, I don't know. Oils? I don't need those. So it's like everyone starts from ground zero when they've never done a network marketing business before and you don't have a huge following. But over time of you consistently showing up, more and more people will continue watching you. More and more people you'll build trust with, and they will join you. There's like this misconception that you're gonna start and then like 25 people will come to you and want to sign up. It's not like that. Again, unless you are an influencer and have a following, it is a trickle. It is one by one. And I think that if you go into this knowing that you're not going to like put a blog post up and then 25 people just say, I want to sign up for Oola. It's really hitting people in their hearts with what you have to share and building that trust. And so I don't want to say it's slow, but it's just a journey. And I think it's just keeping up with showing up consistently and not giving up on yourself. Not giving up, because all you need, I mean, if you're really wanting to grow a business in Oola and network marketing, it's like you might find someone who happens to enroll a lot of people or has a ton of influence, and all of a sudden your 10 people that you like worked months for to get to help, then they join and they're like, they write one blog post, and because they have huge following, they've got 25 people signed up in the first month, and now all of a sudden you have 35 people in your organization. So it's tricky like that. It's like compounding interest. All of a sudden you've got like 200 and then 2,000 people in your business, and you're like, how did that even happen? I couldn't fathom that before. So that was a really long answer to your question, but I think it's just being consistent and showing up and building trust with people.
Yeah, no, I like that answer.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions that you'd like to ask Gwen? She is the expert. I know Claudette really liked what you just said there, so.
I know Claudette. She's like, ooh, you have my attention. Like, here I am.
I like the part about just knowing what your purpose is. That's really important, because I know what mine is now, and I didn't know what it was for years, but I do now.
Yeah. And that's like the best part about, I think that's one of the best parts about network marketing. I joke around and I say, like, I was 30 years old when I first heard the word personal development. I didn't know what that was. You know, like I read my first book when I first started my network marketing business. I'll give you a couple of books. The 4-Year Career by Richard Bliss Brooke is the first book that I read that like completely opened my eyes to network marketing as being like this viable way to not only help people, but also make an income for my family. And that
First
really
one I read too.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It like was mind blowing for me.
Yeah.
I love that book. GoPro is another excellent one by Eric Worre. Like, the thing about network marketing is that they always say success leaves clues. So if you want to know how to do it, if you want to know how to build it and how to be quote unquote successful, and I say that because like we write our own success, right? Success isn't written by a rank or a number of people in your organization or amount of money that you're making. You get to decide what success means to you. But if you want to learn how to do that, just follow the trail of people who have done it before you. Eric Worre, Richard Bliss Brooke. I mean, how many other books are out there? I think it's Ryan Fraser. There's so many other people. Yeah.
Love it. What are some other questions? Oh, I think Lori's got a question. Yay.
Or does Joseph? I can hold off on mine. Joseph, did you have one? Okay. You talk about systems, and I think one of the things that one of the reasons I didn't fall in love with Young Living as a business is no one was really showing me the systems. And so it was like so labor intensive, every enrollment. And, I'd love to hear a little bit more about the systems side of things. You mentioned the video and sending out a video and doing follow-up, and that seems very easy and simple. I would just love to know a bit more about any other systems that you put in place that make starting, growing, building a business easier, rather than this piecemeal, what the heck do I do?
That's a great question. I struggled for a long time trying to put together systems because I had already built a business for years without a system in my other network marketing business. And so when I finally introduced systems there, it was like foreign to everybody. They're like, I don't want to do this. So I think if you start fresh with a system that works for you, and you know who's really good at this, Andy Jenkins, I think I spelled his last name right. He has a website for Oola ambassadors. He has built it out. He has put videos on there. If you want systems, Andy Jenkins is your man. Like, I have a heart-to-heart conversation with people. If they are interested and want to learn more, it's either the product video or the opportunity video. And I like to nail people down and say, okay, well, here's the video. Can I follow up with you Tuesday or Thursday? Which day works best for you? Because if you say, let me know when you watch that video, they're never going to let you know. So you almost just have to be You're not being annoying. You're just asking like, hey, this is my schedule. I'm busy and I have Tuesday and Thursday available. Do either of those days work? Great, let's set up a time. I'll follow up with you then. Then they know that you're going to connect back with them. And they have like even more of a reason to watch the video. If they're really interested, they're going to watch the video regardless. And so the next part of that system is the follow-up. It's like, hey, what was the biggest take home for you in that video? What hit home the most for you? And it's really just getting them to talk about their pain points. It's just connecting with them and seeing like, where are you? What don't you love about where you are? And did you catch the vision of what Oola can help you do with this framework, with this system? And Andy Jenkins always says, like, I never ask anybody if they're ready. Because if they're ready, they're going to tell me. I never go, okay, you ready to sign up? Can I send you my link? You know? He's like, if they're ready, they're gonna go, hey, Gwen, give me your link. Like, I want to do this. So that's what I love. It's super simple. Everyone can do that. We have the pre-recorded videos. You know, there are the live calls too. If there's people who would rather catch a live call with the guys, I would love for them to be on that because it's just so personal. They can ask questions. But if anything, that's a really good like 3 or 4 step process to just duplicate and have people familiar with and know how to do. I'll open to other systems too that people